What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to do a quick video on simple syrups, and this can be used for baking, for cooking, for cocktails, and specifically that last one, cocktails, is what we're going to do. So you're going to laugh. I recorded this whole video without the camera actually working, so rather than go and reproduce the whole thing, I'm just going to kind of walk you through the steps and show you the end product. So here's what we've got. We've got two simple syrups that we're going to use for some cocktails later on. I've got a juniper and rosemary syrup, and I've got a blueberry syrup. So I took some rosemary from the garden and washed it, of course, and then I just gave it a really nice rough chop on the cutting board, and then I put it in my pan with a little bit of the juniper berries. Now, if you're not familiar with juniper berries, these are actually the base ingredient, if you will, in gin. This is where gin comes from. So there's a lot of really nice floral notes that come out of this that are going to be enhanced by that rosemary. So what I've done, you can see in the pan over here, so that was the rosemary and the juniper berries, and with that rough chop, I just stuck them in the pan, started to toast them a little bit just to let some of those essential oils come through the surface, and then I added a 1-to-1 ratio of sugar to water. So in this particular batch, I used 1 cup of sugar, just regular white sugar, and then 1 cup of water. Add that to the pan, let that start to come up to a boil. Make sure you're stirring that sugar because you want to make sure everything dissolves. And then once that comes up to a boil and all of that sugar is dissolved, cut the heat off and let it rest down for just a few minutes so it starts to cool, so it's not too hot to work with. And the longer that those ingredients sit inside of the pan, the more they're going to start to release more of that flavor into your simple syrup. Now for the blueberry one, we basically did the exact same thing. So I took my blueberries, added them to the pan, and then I kind of just mashed them down a little bit, just enough to break the skins, because I want that water and sugar to come in contact with the skin, so all that really nice natural flavor is going to come out of the blueberries, and it's going to start to darken the simple syrup as those blueberries cook down. So you can see what's left in here, and this is delicious. So as those blueberries started to cook down, you'll see them start to melt. Then I went ahead and I made a larger batch of the blueberry syrup. And again, simple syrup is a 1-to-1 ratio. So here I did 1.5 cups sugar, 1.5 cups of water, added that to the pan, same exact process. Once that starts to come up to a boil, lower the temperature back down or shut it off. If you feel like everything has been completely mixed together, sugar and water have combined, you've got your nice simple syrup base. Let that cool, and then grab a strainer of your choice. Depending on the ingredient that you're using, you may want to find a finer strainer, but if you're just using the blueberries, this strainer should be fine. And then once you've added the blueberries and everything has kind of come through, I just gave a really nice press on all that blueberry to allow more of that flavor to come through and to get some of that really nice jamminess from the blueberries. And that's pretty much it. So I've got my rosemary and juniper syrup here, I've got my blueberry syrup here, and this, I can tell you, is delicious. And you can see me making a mess over here. This is going to be incredible for cocktail. I'm not quite sure the direction I'm going to go cocktail-wise with the blueberry one. I'm thinking something with gin to bring out some more of that really nice flavor. You can do vodka with this. You could just do a blueberry martini. Vodka and this together, straight up, that would be incredible. Maybe even a little bit of lime to bring out some more freshness, or some basil in there would be really good. We'll figure it out. We'll make a cocktail with it. And then the rosemary and juniper syrup, that I've got something special planned, so stay tuned. We'll give that a taste later on. And I think that's it. If you got any questions, or if there's anything else you want to know about cocktails, let me know. Cheers.